everybody. Welcome to another week of high school football. This time, once again, we're back at Westside High School for an exciting conference game between the Westside Warriors and the Blytheville Chicks. Hello, everybody. I'm Tristan Harlan here with my broadcast partner, Cooper Melner. And Cooper, what an exciting conference game we have tonight.
Yes. Now, this is a big home game for Westside. They haven't won a game just yet. So, if they can get a big win today versus the top team in conference of Blytheville, will bring all the momentum needed for Westside.
Right, Cooper. And, this is a historic matchup between these two teams. There was actually a game here in 2021 that Blytheville actually lost against Westside. Westside was able to soundly defeat the Chicks. And what do you think, looking back at that game, that the Westside Warriors need to replicate in order to do the same thing here tonight?
Well, Westside, they took advantage of field position. They got a block punt in the end zone to get on the board early in the game. And ultimately, the defense came to play. The run game helped out big time. And you're just going to see throughout the highlights how Westside, they ended up winning the game 27-0, which was a big-time win for the Westside Warriors. And to repeat this today, they're going to need to play their best football.
Yeah, Cooper, and looking at that game, you got to think what's going to be in store for Bobby Engel and his Westside offense. I mean, you're looking at it on the highlights. They were able to pass the ball, run the ball very well. But who's to say that you won't see some trickery and some tomfoolery in this game tonight?
Yes, so keys of the game for Westside, get Gavin Metz the ball. He can run the ball tremendously well. Last week, well, not last week, but the last home game we saw Westside getting their only points throwing the ball through the air. They're going to have to get the ball out and pass it. I know they want to run the ball, but they're going to have to be able to pass the football today. And on defense, they're just going to have to rally and tackle. I mean, we've seen it time and time again where the quarterback or running back, they get outside, and the defense, there's no one there to help, or they'll hit the dude and they have no help from their teammates. So if they can do that, Westside might has a chance to win. For Blytheville, it's going to be easy. Get the QB, have him air it out. Johnson, we saw him. He can unleash the deep ball. He had a 59-yard bomb against week 1. If he can do that, and as well, they're going to need a score quickly. If they can score quick, the game's going to be over in no time. And for the defense of Blytheville, while their offense is scoring quickly, they're going to need to force 3 and outs because Westside, they want to ground and pound. They want to waste the clock. So if they can get Westside's offense off the field, they'll be in great position to win the game.
Yeah, Cooper, it's going to be an exciting matchup to see two rivals, two conference foes go head-to-head once again. And luckily tonight we're going to be able to witness another chapter in this rivalry. Looking at the series history a little bit, Cooper, since 2020, Blytheville is 2-1 against this team. The one loss against this team was, as you saw in the highlights pregame, last game was 47-7. So who's to say this won't be a high-scoring affair on both sides of the ball tonight?
Yes, Westside, they're not going to win too many games if the other team's high-scoring. So Westside, they're going to want to keep the scoring range around 28 to 20 points to have a chance today. If Blytheville comes out and they're put up 56 points on the board, it's going to be a tough game for Westside.
And the Westside Warriors are taking the field now, just a little under a minute away from kickoff. And Cooper, like we were been saying, this is going to be in a high-packed action ball game that you got to expect. Temperatures are going to be high very quickly out of the gate.
Yes, and something I am noticing from Westside and the crowd and throughout warm-ups, they're doing their pink out. You love to see pink out in football. I mean, I always enjoy it watching the NFL, but a bunch of pink out in the crowd tonight.
And you got to take a look at the conference standings to really understand what this game means to Blytheville and Westside. Blytheville is currently sitting at that number 1 spot. So you got to think Westside sitting at that 8th spot. They're wanting to knock the big dogs off early, especially being here at home, like they did in the flashback that we saw. So you got to think. Westside, they come out, they handle the game, they do what they want on the offensive side of the ball. Maybe, just maybe, Blytheville's mistakes and Blytheville's kind of holes that they have in their team are going to show, quite frankly, early.
Yes, and Westside being in last place, one win in conference can change the whole standings up big time because only one game has been played in conference. This is the time to win. Non-conference games, it is what it is. It's time to win. And you know what? Westside's going to start the ball for the game for us.
Right. And, Blytheville, they will kick the ball off, so they will be they're going to kick the ball off, so they will get it at the second half. But you got to look at Mets for the Westside Warriors.
Yes, you do. And here we go, Tristan.
Little squib kick. We've seen that a lot, and he already muffs the kickoff. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Westside Warriors to start this game on their own 30-yard line. You got to think they're going to come out in the run like we've seen a lot this season. But who's to say we don't quite see a good little pass early to keep Blytheville on their toes?
Yes, Westside, you're going to have to keep Blytheville on their toes. If they come out with a passing game, I would love to see it because last week when they finally got the passing game involved, Westside, they proceeded to score 8 points. And so here comes out Westside. It's time to get going.
They're going to be hitting the wishbone offense here. You're gonna see a lot of things maybe from Westside that you haven't seen before. So we go 1st down for the Warriors. They're gonna do their signature handoff, and he's gonna have a little bit of room to run before he's brought down. Not enough for the first, but did get good yardage on the play.
Yeah, and that was number 20, Gavin Metz. He's gonna need to get things going for the Westside Warriors. He's a multi-dual athlete as he plays on both sides of the ball. He'll be running back and might see him at a little corner and linebacker later.
So we go 2nd and 7 from the 33-yard line for the Warriors, trying to get the momentum on their side early here at home for their pink out. Calls for the snap. They're going to hand it off once again. No, the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to throw a deep ball. Has a man open and just couldn't find his receiver. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up for the Warriors.
And they had number 87 for Westside on the play. That was Jordan Hall wide open as the tight end. And that's what I meant by getting the pass game involved. We saw there he was wide open, but if they could have connected there, it would have been a big-time play for the Westside Warriors.
Well, you got to think maybe that play just wasn't able to be extended due to the fact that Hall is that tight end, so maybe he didn't have enough speed to get under the ball there. But here we go, 3rd and 7, still at the 33-yard line for the Warriors. Maybe trying to get their first down of the game to get some of that momentum that I mentioned earlier on their side. They're going to hand it off. He's going to truck his own teammate, and he's going to be stopped possibly short of the 1st down marker. We're going to see where they spot it.
That was Hunter Drummond's on the carry. This brings up a 4th and short here, Tristan. And honestly, Westside, you have nothing to lose. I would not be surprised if they go for it here.
And it does look like that's what they're going to elect to do, is it's 4th and 1 on the 39-yard line of the Warriors. Now, we've seen them do that here. And here you're going to see the replay there. He's going to hand it off, and boom, right there. Hits his own lineman, and he tries to get a little bit more momentum on the side of the ball. But here we go, 4th and 1 on the 39-yard line. They get it here. You're going to see a whole new side of the offense so far. And they're going to hand it off, and he should have enough for the 1st down.
And I think Gavin Metz got it there, and that'll be a Denver refrigeration 1st down for the Warriors.
So there we go, first down for the Warriors on this side of the ball. They're slowly moving it. They were improving that last time we were here. They, didn't necessarily get the win, but they were able to implement some good things on the offensive side that shows that they were making slight improvements on this team.
And Westside coming out in the wishbone instead of the power I we normally see has been working really well for them so far.
1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Waiting the snap from Westside. Here's the snap. He's going to hand it to his fullback, and he'll break away from the hole. The play was almost gone before it got started, and he'll gain a couple there. 2nd down's coming up for the Warriors.
Great run there from Clay McMillan on the little fullback keeper. You're going to see here on the replay, he's just going to get the handoff right away, and it looks like he was stuck at the line, but he bounced off his lineman and just tumbled forward for a good gain.
2nd and 6 on the 45-yard line, upcoming for the Warriors, almost across that 50-yard line to get in opponent territory.
Westside doing what they need to do, drain the clock.
Looked like a lineman did line up over the ball.
And that was going to be on Blytheville. That's number 63, Nate King. He's a sophomore. So first year in high school ball, going to have mistakes like that.
So instead of a 2nd and 6, that 5-yard penalty, we'll move it up to be a 2nd and 1 here on exactly midfield. So early mistakes for the Blytheville Chicks. You got to think maybe, just maybe, that's what Westside needs to do in order to get a lot of momentum on their side. And they're going to hand it off here. He's going to have a little bit of room to run. He's going to fight for extra yards, and the referee's going to blow the play dead. And that's going to be enough for another Denver's Refrigeration first down for the Warriors.
Fighting hard for those short yardage theirs, but Westside, they want that. They want to gain about 3 yards every play because that's their brand of football. And if I'm the Warriors, I'm going back to that little play-action pass play you had earlier because I definitely could see them hitting it for a long touchdown.
So go fresh new set of downs here for the Warriors. They're going to hand it off once again. Has room to run around the outside. Still going. And he'll be dropped before he really gets a big gain there.
Mets once again getting the handoff. And Westside, they're just chewing down the clock, wearing out Blytheville's defense, which they need to do that. If Blytheville's high-power offense can stay off the field, they have a better chance at winning this football game.
2nd and 5 coming up for the Warriors on the Blytheville 43-yard line. Again, slow progression is still progression for this offense, and they got to keep doing their thing if they want to keep the momentum on the side of their ball early. So we go 2nd and 5 for the Warriors, waiting the snap, and he's just going to hand it off to the fullback, and he's still going.
Oh.
And the ball came out.
Oh, I saw that ball. Oh,
and Blytheville has it. Wow, that is the one thing you cannot have early in this conference matchup against the number 1 seed early is mistakes on turnovers.
And that was Clay McMillan, the fullback, got stripped there right at the end of the play. Man, that is a momentum killer early here for the Westside Warriors. And you're going to see on the replay.
He's just going to get the handoff, and you know the Chickasaw defense was good enough to get their hand in there and just pry the ball free. So instead of it being a couple yards, maybe more for the Warriors, you're now going to have a 1st and 10 from their own 37 for the Chickasaws.
And Westside, you hate to see it. You had a great drive going, but your defense needs to step up now.
It's in a man of motion. They're going to hand it off. Has room to run, and he's still going, still on his feet. Westside can't bring him down, and he'll eventually be brought down at about roughly the 40-yard line.
And that was number 24, Courtney Rogers, on the carry. And a little trickery coming up. We had number 27, Marcus Jefferson, under the quarterback. So maybe a quarterback change has happened, or that's just a little trick play. You're going to see on the replay, he's going to bounce off one tackle and just reverse build, trucking his way for a good game.
So it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 43-yard line for the Chickasaws. Again, they're going to send a man in motion. He's going to drop back, rolls off, throws it. So is going to be caught, spins one, spins second, and he'll be knocked out of bounds just past the 50-yard line.
That was Tim Brown there with a nice first down catch. And Blytheville, their offense is coming out just like I expected them to. They're going to want to get big yardage, big plays. So the Westside defense, their secondary is going to have to step up, along with the D-line is going to need to get back in the backfield and hurry the quarterback.
And after the short gain, it would be a first down for the Chickasaws. And they're going to hand it off here. He's running around the corner. He's still going. Going to pop off 1, 2, 3. Still going. And he almost breaks away from another one, but he'll be wrapped up and dropped before he could get off that last defender, which possibly could have put 6 on the board there.
Courtney Rogers is a tough dude. Just look at him on this replay. The quarterbacks is going to hand it off up the middle, keeping it simple. And Rogers is going to make 1 defender, 2 defender, 3 defender, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys had to be on that play just to bring him down.
Fresh new set of downs here for the Chickasaws. They're on the west side 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for this offense. And they're going to run a reverse there, and he's around the right side, has blocks, has green on 2 flags, come out, can he score? And he does get in. It's a touchdown by rule, but there's 2 flags on the field that looks like, if I was a rule expert, it would be holding.
Could have get him for holding or blocking the back there. And honestly, there was no need for that because he got to the outside and he had open green grass. But now it's going to come back to bite him. We're going to see here on the replay, see exactly what happened on that penalty. Just got to get reverse. And 69 right there. Yeah, oh, you see both flags come flying in. 69, that was unnecessary.
So instead of it being 6-0, we're going for the PAT. It's going to be a first down, and it's going to be all the way back from where the flag occurred.
Westside, they're going to have to do a better job tackling if they want to have a chance to win this game.
After the penalty, 1st and 13 from the 37-yard line. They're going to roll out, pitch it to the running back, and Westside tries to get in the backfield, and they're trying to bring him down, and they do.
Rally and tackle. That's what you're going to have to do. They got him in the backfield, and Blytheville, you're supposed to run north and south, not east and west, and he tried to go east and west, and you're going to see on the replay, Westside blew that play up from the beginning. The safety came flying down. That's number 24, Riley Carter, being a dog.
2nd and 21 from the 45-yard line. Westside kind of got away with one there after the penalty. They were able to blow up the next play, so the rest of this drive is really going to be a testimony for this defense if they can hang with the Chickasaw early. They're handed off once again. He's out the middle. He has nowhere else to go but the end zone. Touchdown, Blytheville.
What a run. A burst of speed from number 24, Courtney Rogers. He took that ball right up the middle, split the safeties, and hightailed it to the end zone. You're going to see it here on the replay. He's just going to go straight up the middle, untouched for the touchdown. And quickly, Blytheville goes up 6-0.
And it looks like Blytheville will elect to go for 2 here. And he's just going to juke 1 and 2, and he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. So with 4:29 left to go in the first quarter of play, Blytheville leads it early, 8-0. We'll be back after this.
Bono Family Pharmacy is more than just your pharmacy. We are your neighbors. We shop at the same stores and attend the same sporting events as you. Locally owned and operated. At Bono Family Pharmacy, you're more than just another customer. You're our neighbor. Dedicated to keeping you and our community healthy. Bono Family Pharmacy on the Highway 63 bypass in Bono.
And welcome back to Westside Warrior High School, where this last drive for the Blytheville Chickasaws saw them get a big run to the end zone. They go up 6-0. They were able to punch in the 2-point conversion, which made it 8-0. So now Blytheville will start back where they originally started for the game, and they'll be kicking it off to the Westside Warriors.
And this all happened, the 8-point lead all came from forcing the turnover on the Westside Warriors' first drive. Westside, they had a drive going. They had the keys in the ignition, but they came and Blytheville came and stopped them, stripping the ball out, ruining all the momentum Westside had. So if Westside, you don't need to change anything up. Everything was working. Just keep the ball in your hands.
Oh, and he muffs another kickoff return, but he'll get this one, and he hands it back to his teammate, Westside around the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 25-yard line. So here comes the Westside offense. Last time out, they were able to move the ball progressively down the field with ease. And then, as you're going to see on the replay here, just watch this little hitchback, as you call it.
Just going to hand it off to the outside. He's going to take it. He just did not have blockers. If he could add one more block there on that edge, he could have taken it to the house.
And last time out for this West Side offense, they were able to move the ball down the field with ease, but until they ran a little fullback dive, and the fullback actually lost control of the ball after it was stripped. Blytheville got it. You see the score now. So here we go. First down from the 25-yard line for West Side. They're going to run the ball again, and he'll be hit before he could go anywhere.
That was Hunter Drummond's taking the handoff there. And honestly, I am surprised the Westside Warriors are being able to run the ball so well tonight. But that's what they're going to have to do. Their offensive line is giving them a great push, wearing out Blytheville's defensive line. And as the game goes on and longer, that Blytheville D-line will get exhausted.
2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line for Westside. Waiting the snap. They're going to hand it off once again. Has room to run, but Chickasaws will surround him and bring him down before he can break away for any more than a couple.
Gavin Metz tried to get to the outside, but just got lucky enough and made it back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. And here comes a big 3rd down. We might see that little pass play once again. They're going to need to pass the ball, plain and simple.
And Blytheville did bring out 2 defensive players there, maybe a formation shift on there, anticipating the pass play from Westside. But regardless, as you mentioned, it's 3rd and 5 from the 30, just a little over 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play. Westside, we're waiting the snap from them. Can they get the first down here? And the play's just going to be blown up before it can go anywhere. 4th down coming up for the Warriors.
And the blitz sent there by Blytheville. You're going to see it here on the replay. Gavin Metz gets hit by his own offensive lineman, and he got hit by his own offensive lineman because he got his butt drew back into the backfield. And like you're saying, that play was dead before it even started.
So the Westside Warriors will elect to punt here. And going back to that run real quick before the ball is snapped, that's just blocking 101. You hate to see that as an offensive line coach or even as an offensive lineman watching this game. You hate to see that blowing up as it did. But Westside is going to be punting to Blytheville. Blytheville has all the momentum on their side after that 3rd down stop.
If I'm Westside, I'm not even going to attempt to let their guy return it.
The punt's not going to be the greatest punt in the world. Never mind. It'll get bounced a little bit, and it'll be down at about the 35-yard line of the Blytheville Chickasaws. So here comes the Blytheville offense once again. Last time out, like we mentioned, they were able to get the ball from the Westside Warrior offense off a fumble. Then they come back on the field, and as you see on the scoreboard, 8-0, they were able to kind of have their way in the run game, kind of something that Westside has been trying to do. So, Cooper, do you expect to see a little bit of the pass here?
Oh, no. I honestly just think Blytheville, they've had great success running the football. And Courtney Rogers, he's been unstoppable already tonight. Expect him to get the ball here on the first play.
2 minutes left to go in the first quarter play. They're going to take over on the 35-yard line. Waiting the snap from Blytheville.
We have a new quarterback out there as well.
They're going to fake the handoff. He's going to run around the right side. He's going to juke one. He's still going. He's at the 50, the 45, 40, 35 before he's forced out of bounds at about, I'd say about the 32-yard line.
And the quarterback change comes in number 4, Jontavius Johnson, who I mentioned in my keys to victory. You're going to see here the read option ran to perfection, saw the outside edge was wide open, and he's just going to take it for an easy first down. But Jontavius Johnson, be on the lookout because that guy has an arm, and he can throw it 59 yards through the air.
So they did mark him out of the 35-yard line. So fresh new set of downs, 1st and 10. He's going to drop back. He's just going to throw a quick little route to his receiver, and that'll be caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds before he can get anything going on that play.
And this is a very interesting game plan here from Blytheville, having 2 quarterbacks who can have 2 different styles of play, which is honestly very hard to prepare for in high school football. Because not only do you have to watch out for the more speedier, quicker quarterback, but now you're having to watch out for a quarterback that's stronger and can throw the football.
2nd and 6, and they're just going to hand the ball off to the man in motion. He's around the outside, jukes back inside, and he gets a little bit more before he's eventually brought down by the Westside defense.
That was number 22, Ingram battles on the carry. He's going to get enough for a first down here for Blytheville. And Blytheville, they're having no problems on offense so far.
90 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. On the 24-yard line is Blytheville. Blytheville, they were able to punch it in on their first offensive drive of the game. They're looking to do the same thing here. Back in that shotgun formation. The play will be blown dead, so we await the referee's signal. Cooper, I want to ask you, how is this offense looking so far for the Blytheville Chickasaws?
Oh, they're looking perfect out there. Besides that one bad penalty and the play blown up, they've been pretty much perfect. And having the dual quarterback system, they can do whatever they want. And that call was a false start, so we'll move them back 5 here for Blytheville.
So we'll be first and 15. And they'll hand the ball off. Westside gets in the backfield, but they can't bring him down. And he tries to juke back, and he's still going. And Westside eventually brings him up. But you look at that first defender that tried to get the tackle. He held on to that jersey for his dear life.
You're going to see it on the replay here. Number 57, Gavin Boylan. He just holding on for dear life. It's a part of the jersey. And honestly, helped his team get there and make the play, forcing up a 3rd and long.
Well, you got to think that football IQ came into effect there. And this is grown man football so far. 3rd and 15, 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. They're going to drop back, has a man open to the end zone, and overthrows him incomplete.
And Jontavius Johnson showing off his arm there, just gave it a little too much as he was intending for number 12, Michael Terry.
And it looked like he had 3 different receivers open. He had the one he threw it to, the one right in front of him, and then one on the outside corner that I don't think our camera picked up, but he was still open nonetheless. So 4th and 15, Blytheville's got a decision here. Do they throw it to the end zone, or do they just try to play conservative football and get the first down here?
Honestly, I would not be surprised to see a quarterback keeper here.
16 seconds left, 4th and 15. He's going to roll out right. Has all the time in the world. Westside's going to step up, and he just stops him, and he throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Turnover on downs. That's a positive for the Westside offense, and they're going to get one more chance to snap the ball before the first quarter is over.
You're going to see on the replay, the wide receivers were locked up, and the defense came to rally and tackle. Great job there from the Westside Warriors defense, forcing a big 4th down stop. And the momentum Blytheville had, that took it away big time. Westside, you have 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Might as well go for a shot. Take a shot here.
You never know what Coach Engel has drawn up in that playbook of his. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line after the turnover on downs. Likely going to be the last play of the first quarter for this ball game. They're going to fake the handoff. Drops back. Pressure coming, and he'll be sacked in the backfield.
Man, they went for the shot. They just did not have the blocking.
So that will be the end of the first quarter. Blytheville up on top so far, 8-0. We'll be back at the start of the second quarter.
Klein Environmental is a full-service environmental consulting, engineering, and contracting firm. Klein Environmental serves local government and private sector interests in the Mid-South and the Midwest. At Klein Environmental, our team includes 3 FAA Part 107 drone pilots, 2 engineers, 5 expert operators, and over 15 years experience of problem solving for our clients, engineers, contractors, problem solvers. Klein Environmental.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
And welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Well, Blytheville has an early lead to 8-0. Hello, everybody. If you just tuned in and missed the exciting first quarter, I'm Tristan Harlan here with my exciting broadcast partner, Cooper Milner. Cooper, what a first quarter it was for these two teams.
Yes, you know, Westside came out really well at the start of the game. Their drive ended with a fumble. Then we saw Blytheville just go all the way downfield and got a quick 8 points. Westside with a big second and long after the blown up pass play.
A little run there for the Westside offense, and third down's going to come up for the Warriors. And they took a shot. They tried to take a shot right before the end of the first quarter. Unfortunately, the defense for the Chickasaws were able to get into the backfield and sack him. So now it's 3rd and 15 after the run of a couple, and you got to think, possibly could see that pass play once again.
Yes, 3rd and long, you have to pass it here.
Waiting the snap from Westside on their own 24-yard line. They're going to pitch it to the running back, and he's up the middle, but not a lot was gained there, so a 4th down's coming up for the Westside offense.
And honestly, a little disappointing drive there from the Westside Warriors offense. You're going to see on the replay, they try to go with a toss to Gavin Metz. Couldn't get it. But like I was saying, honestly, a disappointing drive for the Westside Warriors offense here after getting the big 4th down stop when Blytheville was in their own territory. Just couldn't get anything out of it.
So we'll bring up a 4th and 13 on their own 26-yard line. Westside just going to punt it right back to the Blytheville offense. Another great punt as it's going to get a couple of friendly bounces, and that'll push Blytheville back into their own territory. Not necessarily further where you would have liked it, but nonetheless in their own territory for this new drive of the Blytheville Chickasaws.
And I like what Westside's doing on the punt there. Both punts, they have not let Blytheville's returner have a chance at returning the football. And I honestly think that's the way to go because we've seen how quick these players can be for Blytheville. And a punt return would be a huge momentum killer.
Last time out for this Blytheville offense, they were not able to get a 1st down. They went for it on 4th down. Westside's defense was able to stop the quarterback from really moving around in the pocket. Westside got the ball back, which you just saw the conclusion of that drive. So here we go, fresh drive for the Blytheville Chickasaws. 1st and 10 from their own 35. They're just going to hand it off, has room around the right side, gets a block once. Is still going. He breaks away from another before he's forced out of bounds.
Ingram battles once again on the carry. He has been a dog tonight. You're going to see it on the replay here. They're just going to hand it off. Battles is going to get to the outside, and he's just going to use his speed to outrun the Westside Warriors before getting pushed out of bounds.
And so far, the story of this Westside defense is their lack of tackling. You know, they've got the guy, and instead of wrapping him up, they're pulling him by the jersey. And when
holding on for dear life.
when you're playing a team like this, you got to wrap him up, and that's going to be a quick little receiver screen. Breaks away from one, breaks away from two, still on his feet, and he breaks away. The ref's in the way.
The ref with a little good screen there, a little pick and roll action from the referee, but a little bubble screen to number 12. You're going to see on the replay, that's Michael Terry once again. He's just going to catch it and get about 5 there. Did more running left to right than he did upfield.
And he actually almost lost the ball on the play, so just kind of a crazy little bubble screen there for the offense. Hey, man, look, if you're going to utilize the referee, you got to do it like that.
Use the little pick and roll action like Shaq and Kobe did.
They're going to hand the ball off in the inside. Blytheville still going, and he'll have enough for the 1st down.
And Battles with a good carry up the middle. You're going to see here on the replay, Battles just going to take it up the middle. And takes 3 or 4 guys to bring that man down. And he's come to the sideline. Looks like he's injured. Hope he's okay.
So regardless of the injury, it's 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line of the Warriors. Blytheville still has the ball, moving it very, very successfully, trying to get more points on the board and go up by 2 scores here early. Going to call for the snap, drops back. Pressure coming. He steps up in the pocket. He's still going. Has room to run. Switches lanes. And he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown for the Chickasaws.
Jontavius Johnson. Wow, what a move. Left Westside in their own tracks. He was so elusive on that play. He took off. You're going to see it here on the replay. Tristan, look at this. The play was blown up. He takes his leg. Get ready. Get ready. Woo! Where are you going? See ya. Goodbye. Touchdown, Blytheville.
Well, and you bring up a good point on how he was able to kind of switch his running lane there from going inside to the right to the left outside towards the sideline and the pylon. But I say that to say this. When you have a quarterback that's that agile, when you're going a 1v1, you're going to lose that battle if you're not set at home 95% of the time. And Blytheville will be going for 2 again, and they're going to be
He's going to be short.
It's going to be short. So Blytheville, they're able to score 14-0 with 8:59 left in the first half of play. We'll be right back after this.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
And welcome back to Westside High School, home of the Warriors, where they're playing their conference rival, the Blytheville Chickasaw, down 14-0. And guys, if you want to catch this game on replay, Saturday night, 6 p.m. on Tubetown, and then the following Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on our favorite channel, ASU TV. If you're a Blytheville fan, you got to want to check this one out again just to see how explosive your offense was in this first half of play.
Did you say 7 p.m. Tuesday night on ASU TV?
I did. Said 7 p.m. Tuesday night on ASU TV and on Suddenly channel number 18.
Well, if you're waiting for that game on that Tuesday and you happen to be tuning into ASU TV at 4 p.m., be sure to tune into Red Wolf Roundtable. A-State Sports covers all A-State athletics. And, yeah, that's my little shout-out real quick.
Everybody's favorite Arkansas State exclusive sports show is that kickoff. It's going to be returnable by Westside. They're going to get a good little yardage there. Not crazy, but a good little amount for this offense to come back on the field and hopefully get some points on the board. You're going to see on this replay here what a good return it was for the kickoff team.
Yeah, you just picked it up off the bounce and got to the 35-yard line, which is but almost fumbled it. He didn't, though. So good starting field position. And honestly, their best starting field position all game since the little squib kick.
So we'll be 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Westside, the first drive of the game was honestly their best drive of the game, and it ended in controversy and tragedy when they lost the football, which allowed Blytheville to go up on their next drive and score. They're going to hand it off. Has room to run up the middle. Tries to truck away from a couple of Chickasaw defenders, but he'll be brought down about maybe 5 or 6 yards away from the first down marker.
And Gavin Metz, you're going to see on the replay how much success they have in the wishbone offense. With their past couple drives, they really focused on the power eye, the Maryland eye, and it really hasn't worked. Every time they use the little wishbone flex style of offense, they have had great success.
2nd and 5 from the 40 for this Westside offense. They're going to hand it off once again. Has a couple blocks, and he'll be brought down a couple yards short of the first down marker. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 here on the 44-yard line.
Hunter Drummond's following his blockers there to get him for a manageable 3rd and short. And honestly, if I'm the head coach, I'm going to be doing the Philadelphia Eagles special with the little quarterback sneak here.
You find any way to plug your favorite NFL team, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I got to.
Regardless of that, it's 3rd and 1 on the 44-yard line. Westside trying to get a first down, and they're going to have a little push.
Push them. You got to get the...
Uh-oh. We're going to see where the referee marks him down. I don't think he got enough for it.
He's close. Hey, you know what? If it is 4th and short, you know what I'm doing, Tristan?
Hush. Tell us what you see on the replay first.
Replay, the quarterback's just going to get the handoff under center. And they're just going to try to push them forward. And it's going to be 4th and short. And
So-
I'm doing that again.
I was going to say, you got a call to make here. Time's 1 and down in the first half of play. You're down 2 scores in your own territory, 4th and short, 4th and 1 to be exact. What do you have to lose? I mean, you're the 8th seed in the conference against the number 1. You got to throw all the chips to the middle of the table. So here we go. 4th and 1 for the Westside Warriors.
Try to draw them offside. They're smart.
They already had trouble there, and a timeout's going to be called. But, going back to what you were saying about getting them to draw off sides, we'll get to that when we get back from break. You're watching Westside Warrior football against Blytheville Chickasaws. Blytheville up 14-0. We'll be right back after this.
At Arkansas State, we want you to go. Go where learning soars, takes flight, and rockets ahead. Go for experiences, internships, and scholarships. We want you to go. Become A-State Maine. Are you ready to go? Go.astate.edu for details.
And welcome back to Westside High School, home of the Warriors, where it's currently 14-0 Blytheville Chickasaw in this intense rivalry matchup. Before we went to break, Cooper, I was going to go back to your point about getting them to draw off sides. Blytheville actually jumped early on in the first quarter, which gave Westside more yards. Trying to do the same here, but do you think this play call is smart here on 4th and short?
Yes, because if you punt the ball here, you're basically giving up.
We go 4th and 1 from the 44-yard line. The Westside trying to get a first down. They're going to hand it off, and he'll have enough for the first down. So after the run on 4th and 1,
And Blytheville player has the football.
the Chickasaws did have the ball there, but it looks like the referee did say he was down, so it will be a Denver's Refrigeration first down for the Warriors.
Yeah, and Westside coming up big on the 4th down play. You're going to see it. Gavin Metz gets the ball once again. He finds that little short hole and gets about 4 yards, but that's enough for a first down. And on that replay there, Tristan, it looked like he did fumble the football. Westside Warriors got away with that one.
First down here for the Warriors. They're going to hand it off again, and the Chickasaw defensive line is going to get back there very quickly. And, Cooper, you did bring up a good point. Looking at that replay of the 4th down play, it was a big defensive play, but they did get the first down. But look at this defensive play for the Chickasaw defense.
They got to the backfield quickly. Number 52, Danny Rogers, the senior, coming up big. First guy on the tackle, forcing Westside to lose about a yard on that play.
2nd and 11 from the 46-yard line. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Westside trying to get points on the board here. They're going to fake the handoff, drops back, throws it off his back foot. That's going to be caught. Westside Warriors have completed a pass tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And he's still going before he's brought down past the 40-yard line. So first down for the Westside Warriors. That's another Denver's Refrigeration first down for the Westside Warriors.
And that was number 8, Jake Graham, on the reception. You're going to see it on the replay. They're just going to roll out. Beautiful pass for an easy first down. Little juke move. I like it. Westside Warriors, we were talking about it pregame. They needed to get the passing play implemented into the offense, and we're seeing it tonight because if I might be wrong, but they've tried to pass it at least 3 times.
Well, third time's a charm as it's 1st and 10 on the 42-yard line of the Chickasaws. Westside continuously driving down the field. They're going to hand it off. Once again, it hits. Going to be blown up in the backfield.
Wow, what a play from Blytheville. He just flew into the backfield. That was number 0, Chris Hatcher. You're going to see it here on the replay. Just goes through the line untouched. That's just a misassignment from the offensive lineman, not picking up the linebacker there.
Will be a loss of 3 there, so it is 2nd and 13 on the 41-yard line for the Warriors. Again, down 14-0. You're down 2 scores in this intense conference matchup. Number 1 versus number 8. 3:50 left to go in the first half of play. Westside, they're going to hand it up over the middle. And he's still going, has room before a host of Blytheville defenders catches up to him and brings him down before he really breaks away from that hole.
Riley Carter just couldn't get it going. He got 3 yards back, but a 3rd and long coming up from the Westside Warriors. And something we haven't seen all game is the quarterback bootleg. Out of that, you can either have a quarterback keeper or even pass it.
Yeah, Cooper, and I do want to bring up the point. Do you see the pass here on 3rd and 10?
If you don't get it here, they'll definitely pass on 4th down.
And the quarterback's going to keep himself up in the hole, and he's still on his feet. He got a couple yards there. We're going to see what the referee calls it.
It'll be about 4th and 6. You're going to see on the replay, like I was saying, the quarterback bootleg keeper, he hit the hole and got extra yardage there with the linebacker, the defensive lineman, throwing them forward, giving them those extra 2 yards.
4th and 6, 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Westside looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. Last time they did this, they were able to get the first down. So maybe we see the same here. 4th and 6 on the 34. Westside trying to get something going. They're going to hand a reverse handoff, and he's not going to get it. That's going to be a turnover on downs. What a play by the Blytheville defense.
And they tried to go and trick up the Blytheville offense with the reverse, and you're going to see it on the replay here. They come around, little fake handoff action, and just couldn't get anything going. Blytheville sent the blitz there. And you know what? Got their defense off the field, and Westside had so much momentum, just couldn't complete the drive.
So after the turnover on downs, it will be 1st and 10 on their own 34 for the Blytheville Chickasaws. 2:19 left to go in the first half of play. If you just tuned in, hello everybody. I'm Tristan Harlan here with my broadcast partner Cooper Miller. Excited to call this exciting conference matchup for everybody at home. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chickasaw. Ball on the 34-yard line. They're going to drop back. Pressure coming. He's going to roll out, and he's going to throw a cross body, and that's going to be intercepted for the Westside Warriors, ladies and gentlemen. The Westside defense has done it. They have gotten a turnover, which has been crucial in this game, is the turnover battle. And now Westside is back in the ball game.
And that was number 45, Clay McMillan. That name sounds familiar because Clay McMillan was the guy that fumbled the football at the beginning of the game on Westside's first drive, and you see on the replay he got his revenge, got a turnover for himself, and that was a big stop for the defense there because Westside, they received the ball at the beginning of the game, so Blytheville was going to receive the ball to start the second half, and they would have scored there. It would have been 21-0 getting the ball back to start second half.
Westside, they're going to throw it deep. He has a man, and that's going to be dropped.
No! And number 8, Jake Graham, would have scored if he would have caught it. And number 19, Colton Carter, got rocked on that play.
Watch this replay.
Slowly.
Oh, he just gets rocked.
And Jake Graham almost had a great play there. And
you got to think that hit, I'm sorry to interrupt you there, partner, but you got to think that hit on the quarterback is going to be a deal where maybe they don't try to throw the ball anymore.
No, you got to throw it against this team. Colton Carter, we saw on the play, was slow to get up, and they have a quarterback change. Clark Womble.
1st and 10, going to hand it off. Not going to really get much of anything there.
Wow, that was a big-time play that could have been a big momentum changer. Jake Graham just couldn't come up with the catch. And now we have a new starting quarterback. Well, for right now, Clark Womble.
1 minute, 30 seconds left to go. 3rd and 8 on the 39-yard line. Westside trying to get something going after the big hit on their quarterback. We possibly won't see a big pass play like that anymore. They're going to hand the ball off, and he's just going to drop his shoulder down, and a flag comes out.
comes out at the end of the play there. Is number 20, Gavin Metz, on the carry. We're going to wait and see what the ref calls it. It was honestly a late penalty thrown, so it could be anything. Westside's backing up. It looks like it's on them.
Holding, yep.
They'll be holding on the offense, and it was actually declined to bring up a 4th and 6. On the replay, just couldn't get anything going. Stopped.
53 just tracked his man up there. So here we go. 4th and 7. 1 minute left to go in the first half of play. Ball on the 38. Westside still trying to go for it to get in the end zone before the end of the first half.
Quarterback trying to get the call there.
3 seconds left on the play clock. They got to snap it. And he'll run out. He's got speed, but he won't have anywhere near enough for the first down. So turnover on downs once again for the Westside offense.
And a big defensive stop needs to happen for the Westside Warriors. You're going to see on the replay, quarterback just rolls out and couldn't get anything going. But this defense for the Westside Warriors, if they do not get a stop here and Blytheville scores, like I was saying earlier, Blytheville will receive the second half kickoff.
Well, you got to think, maybe Blytheville just runs the ball here to get the clock to 0-0 so that they can go to the locker room. And he'll step up in the pocket, still running, has enough room around the right side.
Oh! Oh my, he got lit up. Wow. 53 Tyler Watlington got hit. Wow, what a hit. They're definitely going to call a blindside block on that one.
Watch this hit.
We got to slow it. Oh!
That's just football, ladies and gentlemen.
That is hard mouth football. Wow. Lit him up like a firecracker.
If that's not the definition of a robbery, I don't know what is. You hate to see that in the game of football, especially at this level. But wow, what a hit. I mean, that's just prime 2000s college football right there.
I'm telling you, with the new rules with football, they're going to call that every time with a blindside. And it was a blindside block. But back in the 2000s, Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins, Sean Taylor, they lived on that.
35 seconds left. They're just going to have all the time in the world to throw it. And he's going to throw a deep ball off his back foot, and that's going to be caught.
Wow, what a play from Nadarius Wilson coming up with a big-time catch. And there's 25 seconds left. Blytheville's going to have to get it going.
And that was just a beautiful deep pass to get Blytheville into Westside territory.
Yeah, and a timeout will be called by Blytheville to stop the clock with 25 seconds.
25 seconds, 14-0. Cooper, looking at this game so far, what's kind of been the biggest storyline that you have seen so far?
Honestly, it's been the turnovers. Westside, they had one at the beginning of the game, and it preceded Blytheville to go downfield and get 8 points. And then for Blytheville, they got the ball back with 2 minutes left in the second quarter and could have gone downfield and scored. But they threw an interception, and I'm still shocked by that hit.
Right. 25 seconds left. I mean, that's the kind of dynamic game changer here for both of these teams. Blytheville's looking to punch it back into the end zone.
Westside's, their defense, going to need to come up big. You can't afford to go down 21-0 before halftime.
A ball snap. He's going to drop back. And he's just going to play juke around, merry-go-round. And the pass is possibly caught on the sideline.
They're calling catch. That was number 6, Nadarius Wilson again. And Blytheville's going to call another timeout. And you hate to see it. You hate to waste that timeout there where they had the out route. You're going to see on the replay, they're trying to get the out route so they can get out of bounds and not have to waste that timeout. But because of slipping, because of the low throw, just couldn't get out of bounds in time.
Well, and it brings up this question here. Westside against Blytheville, when last time they were here, we saw the blowout, which we opened with. Blytheville now has a chance to go up and by 3 scores. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, they will get the ball to start the second half. So you got to think, Blytheville's going for a 2-for-1 scenario here.
Yes, I mean, might as well air it out. And they've gone for 2 the past couple times, well, on both of their touchdowns. So we know maybe they don't have that big-time kicker that can hit it out from this range.
12 seconds left to go in the first half. 1st and 4 on the 30. Blytheville drop back, looks.
Wow.
Has all the time in the world. He'll keep it himself. And he's still on his feet.
He needs to get down. The clock will stop. There's 1 second left. They will get a timeout. And what a block from our left tackles on Blytheville. And
the question is did he get down at a timeout able to be called before the clock hit 000?
And I think they did because he got down with 1 second left. There was a first down. So in high school football, when you get a first down, they stop the clock to let the chains move, and he did get a timeout in.
So there was a timeout on the field. Westside's going to bring their defense back out. Blytheville's still in the huddle. So this will be the last play of the first half.
It will be. 1 second left. And Bobby Ingles trying to debate that there's triple zeros. Right. There was no time left, but he did. I was watching the sideline. The coach was right beside the ref and was spamming timeout.
So we have first down for the Chickasaws. Last play of the first half. They're likely going to go to the end zone. And another timeout is called.
Bobby Ingles just wanted to see them. What are they going to come out in? He wanted to see the initial play call and try to get Blytheville to change it up. If not, they know the formation Blytheville's coming out in.
Well, you got to think, regardless of what formation they come out in, they're going to go to the end zone. You have to. With this being the last play and you're on your opponent's 30, this being a conference game, a rivalry game, all the money on the table, you got to think. There's nowhere else they're going. Unless they just need it to send it to halftime, they're going to the end zone.
Yeah, and this brings up a crucial play call from Coach Ingles. Do you send the blitz to force the quarterback in a hurry, or do you just put everyone back in prevent and hope for the play not to go into the end zone?
Remind everybody that Blytheville will get the ball to start the second half. We'll call for the snap, drops back. All the time in the world. He's going to throw it deep to the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. So that will be the end of the first half. Your halftime score is 14-0 Blytheville. We'll be back for the second half here on ASU TV and Tubetown.
Hello, my name is Gene Roberts. I'm the owner of the franchise for Fox's Pizza Den in Bono, Arkansas, and I'd like to thank our customers for eating local with us.
Bono Family Pharmacy is more than just your pharmacy. We are your neighbors. We shop at the same stores and attend the same sporting events as you. Locally owned and operated, at Bono Family Pharmacy, you're more than just another customer. You're our neighbor, and we are dedicated to keeping you and our community healthy. Bono Family Pharmacy on the Highway 63 bypass in Bono.
Meet the gamer in the gig family, Blaze. Gig Speed Gaming is all about speed, precision, and timing. And with fast, fiber-rich internet from Ritter Communications, Blaze never has to deal with game lag or glitching. Best of all, GigSpeed Internet allows the entire family to enjoy their online activities without buffering or waiting. Our goal at Ritter Communications, the gig life for all. So you too can be connected to what matters most for your family. 1 gig internet from Ritter Communications, always right by you. Meet Gigi, the streamer. When she's not binge watching her favorite shows, she's hosting her grandkids for a summer movie marathon. And with fast, fiber-rich internet from Ritter Communications, Gigi never has to deal with buffering blues. Best of all, GigSpeed Internet allows the entire family to enjoy their online activities without lagging or waiting. Our goal at Ritter Communications, the gig life for all. So you too can be connected to what matters most for your family. 1 gig internet from Ritter Communications, always right by you.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
Klein Environmental is a full-service environmental consulting, engineering, and contracting firm. Klein Environmental serves local government and private sector interests in the Mid-South and the Midwest. At Klein Environmental, our team includes 3 FAA Part 107 drone pilots, 2 engineers, 5 expert operators, and over 15 years experience of problem solving for our clients. Engineers, contractors, problem solvers. Klein Environmental. Bono Family Pharmacy is more than just your pharmacy. We are your neighbors. We shop at the same stores and attend the same sporting events as you. Locally owned and operated, at Bono Family Pharmacy, you're more than just another customer. You're our neighbor, and we are dedicated to keeping you and our community healthy. Bono Family Pharmacy on the Highway 63 bypass in Bono.
Meet the Gig family. Blaze is hardcore with a controller. Tara works remotely, Zooming by day and online shopping at night. Trey never misses the big game. And Gigi loves to stream but hates to wait. They're all living the gig life. No lagging, buffering, or waiting thanks to Ritter Communications 1 gig internet. You too can be like the gigs, connected to what matters the most for your family with fast, fiber-rich internet from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
At Arkansas State, we want you to go. Go where learning soars, takes flight, and rockets ahead. Go for experiences, internships, and scholarships. We want you to go. Become A-State Maine. Are you ready to go? Go.astate.edu for details.
ASU TV, shows like Red Wolf Roundtable, ASU TV News, Westside Football, and more. Gain real-life experience while doing what you love. Get involved with ASU TV today.
here to deliver the latest news on A-State sports, ranging from football.
Drum Major Cade Power, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Westside Warrior Marching Band. Once again, thank you so much for Westside Band. Great job, guys. Come on, guys, give it up one more time for those. They did a great job tonight.
Meet the gamer in the gig family, Blaze. Gig Speed Gaming is all about speed, precision, and timing. And with fast, fiber-rich internet from Ritter Communications, Blaze never has to deal with game lag or glitching. Best of all, Gig Speed Internet allows the entire family to enjoy their online activities without buffering or waiting. Our goal at Ritter Communications, the gig life for all. So you too can be connected to what matters most for your family. 1 gig internet from Ritter Communications, always right by you. Meet Gigi, the streamer. When she's not binge watching her favorite shows, she's hosting her grandkids for a summer movie marathon. And with fast, fiber-rich internet from Ritter Communications, Gigi never has to deal with buffering blues. Best of all, Gig Speed Internet allows the entire family to enjoy their online activities without lagging or waiting. Our goal at Ritter Communications, the gig life for all. So you too can be connected to what matters most for your family. 1 gig internet from Ritter Communications, always right by you.
Klein Environmental is a full-service environmental consulting, engineering, and contracting firm. Klein Environmental serves local government and private sector interests in the Mid-South and the Midwest. At Klein Environmental, our team includes 3 FAA Part 107 drone pilots, 2 engineers, 5 expert operators, and over 15 years experience of problem solving for our clients. Engineers, contractors, problem solvers. Klein Environmental.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
Hello, my name is Gene Roberts. I'm the owner of the franchise for Fox's Pizza Den in Bono, Arkansas, and I'd like to thank our customers for eating local with us.
Welcome back to the second half of Westside Warrior football between Blytheville. Conference action, rivalry action, where Blytheville's leading at 14-0. Hello, everybody. Once again, I'm Tristan Harlan here with my broadcast partner, Cooper Melder. And Cooper, what a first half it was.
What a great half, and honestly, what a great half from the Westside Warriors. They are down 14-0, but they have been playing really good football this game. Besides a couple turnovers, they have looked really good, but Blytheville, they looked like they were going to run away with it, scoring 14 straight points, but ever since then, they've really just, lost momentum. And we go back to my keys to victory, run with Metz. Metz has been running really well tonight, as well as implement the pass game. We've seen them pass 4 times already today, and it's helped them out big time. Then defense, rally, and tackle. And we've seen on big run plays, they haven't been able to really rally and tackle. And then Blytheville, quarterback Johnson unleashed the deep ball. We've only seen a couple passes from him, but he's been great with his legs on the ground. Score quickly. They haven't been able to score quickly, which is why Westside is still in the game. And defense 3 and outs, they haven't been able to force that yet. And ultimately, that's why Westside is still having success like this.
Well, Cooper, we're going to take another break away from the action. Blytheville leading at 14-0. We'll be back after this.
Meet Gigi, the streamer. When she's not binge watching her favorite shows, she's hosting her grandkids for a summer movie marathon. And with fast, fiber-rich internet from Ritter Communications, Gigi never has to deal with buffering blues. Best of all, gig speed internet allows the entire family to enjoy their online activities without lagging or waiting. Our goal at Ritter Communications? The gig life for all. So you too can be connected to what matters most for your family. 1 gig internet from Ritter Communications. Always right by you.
ASU TV, shows like Red Wolf Roundtable, ASU TV News, Westside Football, and more. Gain real-life experience while doing what you love. Get involved with ASU TV today.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
And welcome back to Westside High School, home of the Warriors. Still awaiting second half action here between these two conference foes. Hello, everybody. Again, I'm Tristan Harlan here with Cooper Melder, and you're seeing the 4A conference standings on your screen now. Blytheville at that number 1 position, and then you see Westside all the way down at number 8.
Yes, but ahead of Westside are 3 teams that also do not have a win in conference, and 2 of those teams haven't won a game yet, just like them. Now, Blytheville, they had their way with Harrisburg, beating them 54-0. Westside last year, playing Harrisburg, beat them at their place on homecoming. So you can mark Harrisburg as a big-time matchup for the Westside Warriors in conference play as well as standings. But 1 versus 8, and 8 is going pound for pound, round for round with Blytheville.
And Cooper, don't forget, some re-airs for this exciting action. Saturday night, 6 p.m. on Tubetown, and then Tuesday, 7 p.m. on ASU TV. And you're seeing the Tuesday night, 7 p.m. deal, and you're wondering, what's on ASU TV on Tuesdays? Well, 3 hours before this game would be re-aired, you could watch your favorite Arkansas State Athletics-centered sports show, Red Wolf Roundtable. Yeah.
And some other shows on ASU TV that you might want to look out for. Maybe A-State Arcade, maybe little Red Wolf Roundtable After Dark, hosted by our very own Easton John, and that comes out on Fridays as well as A-State Connections.
Cooper, Blytheville lead at 14-0. We're going to be excited for some second half action. We'll be back after this.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
And welcome back to some Westside Warrior versus Blytheville high school football action. Yeah, it's 14-0. We're just the seconds away from the second half action, Cooper. I'm excited. How are you feeling?
I'm excited too. Blytheville will get the ball to start the second half. So this brings up big questions for each side of the ball. Could Westside's defense still keep up with the high-powering offense Blytheville has, as well as Blytheville, they got to answer this question. Can they get the offense rolling? We saw at the beginning of the game, they had a different quarterback in. That was number 27, Marcus Jefferson, and he led them right downfield for a touchdown. Could we see him coming back to start the second half, or are they going to keep the gunslinger Jontavius Johnson out on the field? So big questions to be made coming up next.
And Cooper, you know, you're talking about that Blytheville offense, and just ahead of the first half ending, they were actually almost able to punch it in to the end zone. And, of course, it's a cool, crisp 78 degrees here in Jonesboro, Arkansas, inside Warrior Stadium. But going back to the end of the first half for the Warriors, they allowed the Chickasaw offense to drive down the field, and they almost gave up another touchdown before the end of the 000s on the clock, and it was actually a little bit of controversy.
Yes.
Blytheville actually was able to get down and call a timeout before the game clock was officially over, so they were able to get that last-second play off, but Westside's going to kick the ball back to the Chickasaw offense, and you never know. Maybe this turns the tide for one of these teams.
I will be looking out for an onside kick here.
And we're awaiting the kick. Here there comes the second half. Boom goes the dynamite as the Chickasaw offense will come back on the field leading 14-0.
And they did go try for an onside kick. That was number 45, Clay McMillan. He's had a fumble, but he did get an interception, and now he's taking reps at kicker. Multi-athlete.
1st and 10 coming up for the Chickasaw offense. The first drive for either team on the offensive side of the ball in the second half. They will start on their own 47-yard line. Kind of running that same formation that we saw heading to the end of the first half. Snap, drops back, looks, pressure coming around the right side. He's going to throw a deep ball. And he's just going to overthrow his receiver, incomplete. And you saw on that play, the receiver really stopped and really did not try to make a play on that ball. And it could have been an interception for Westside. It could have been the turning point of the game, as you're going to see on the replay here.
Yeah, he was looking for number 16, Elijah Rogers, who just gave up on the play. And if number 9, Cole Keedy, could have read the ball a little bit better, he could have gotten the pick because that ball was definitely overthrown.
2nd and 10 here for the Chickasaws. Going to call for the snap. They're going to hand it off inside. Has room to run. And Westside's going to bring him down after he gets past midfield. So 3rd and short coming up for the Chickasaws.
And that's number 2, Tim Brown. You're going to see him get a good little 5-yard run here on the replay. And Tim Brown, he's not normally the starting running back. Ingram Battles, number 22. We saw him go down with an injury earlier in the game. He has not been back out on the field.
We go 3rd and 4 from the 47-yard line for Blytheville. Blytheville has 2 receivers out far, one on the left, one on the right. They're going to hand it off once again. Westside gets in the backfield, but they won't be able to bring him down, and that'll have enough for another Blytheville first down, but he's still on his feet, and he's eventually brought down. But again, that will move the chains for the Blytheville Chickasaw. So once again, just like we saw before halftime, they're moving the ball down the field like you're going to see on this replay here.
Yeah, Tim Brown is really finding his stride here. Stiffs arm one dude and just takes a host of Westside Warriors to bring him down. He has been running really well this start of the second half, and the pass game hasn't been working for Blytheville. I would continue to run the football.
1st and 10 here. They're going to hand it off once again up the middle, but this time Westside able to stop him before he got a lot of yards there.
That was tackled by number 21, Gavin Dotson. They tried to go with a running back draw there, just couldn't get it going as Westside Warriors defense read it and ate it up.
2nd and 10 coming up after the run, and you got to think, when are we going to see that quarterback scramble? When are we going to see the quarterback throw the ball?
Yeah, I mean, we saw it earlier. He had a great touchdown run as number 22, Ingram Battles, is back out onto the field. Good to see he's okay and back in playing.
Indubitably.
But we saw Jontavius Johnson run and use his legs.
Oh, and it's going to be a low snap, and he's just going to pitch it to his receiver. He's around the outside before he gets brought down, but some dirty laundry is on the field.
Yeah, and they try to do some trickery with Ingram Battles. He had trouble with the snap, and the ball was free, and he just had to toss it up to number 22, and it's going to be a holding call.
So that will move the Blytheville Chickasaws back a little bit.
And this is a big-time stoppage here for the Westside Warriors. You're going to see trouble with the snap. Ball was free, and he tossed it away to Ingram Battles.
That was very dangerous.
Yes, it was. And now you're bringing up a second and forever here. Westside, you're going to have to capitalize off of this and get your offense the ball back without giving up any points.
2nd and 18 from the 40-yard line. The Chickasaws look to do something here after the penalty. The official lost his shoe. They're going to step up, tries to get something going. Westside closing in, but he'll throw it to the sideline. But it will be dropped. 3rd down coming up for the Chickasaws.
And honestly, Jontavius Johnson, I thought he passed the line of scrimmage there before he threw it. We're going to see here on the replay, the line of scrimmage, he got it right off before the 40. And he couldn't hold on. That would have been a great catch and run there, but brings up a 3rd and long for the Westside Warriors defense. This is a big stop for them right here if they can get it. Just don't give up any plays and rally and tackle when anything's underneath you.
3rd and 18 from the 40. Westside's defense needs to get a stop here. A drop back. There's a quick little pass, and that'll be caught. Still on his feet. And he'll still be about a mile away from the 1st down marker. 4th down coming up for the Blytheville Chickasaws.
And we've seen Blytheville all night. We know for a fact they are going to go for it.
You're going to see on this replay here just a quick little pass to get the ball out there, but unfortunately Blytheville was not able to make a play out of that one that time. We've seen them make plays on that kind of pass before, but regardless of that fact, it's 4th and 6 from the Westside 28-yard line. Blytheville up 14-0 here with 9 minutes left. They're going to hand it off around the right side, still on his feet.
That's going to be close. That's going to be real close, and he's going to get the 1st down by a yard. So there's an injured Westside Warrior on the field. That looks like it's number 87 for the Warriors, the tight end, Jordan Hall.
After the run, it will put Blytheville in deeper to Westside territory as he looks to be okay. He's coming off the field and under his own power, so you like to see that. But Cooper, going back to what I was mentioning earlier before halftime, Blytheville was able to do this exact same thing. How many times are they going to be able to do this before we see them punch that ball back into the end zone?
I mean, right now, if they just keep running the football, they've had their most success running the football, so we might as well just keep the ball on the ground. And if they do that, 2 or 3 plays.
1st down and 10 here. He's going to roll out right, still going, still on his feet, and he'll try to hurdle a defender, but he was didn't jump high enough, and he was tripped up there before he could really get going anywhere on that play. 2nd down coming up for the offense. As you're going to see this hurdle on the replay here, he just didn't quite get enough clearance on that one, and he was able to get brought down by his cleat. So a 2nd and 4 is coming up on the 15-yard line for Blytheville.
And that was just a great tackle from number 10, Carter Powell. Dove at his legs and got lucky to grab a shoelace to bring him down for the tackle.
2nd and 4 here from the 15-yard line. Blytheville sending a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to number 24. He's around the left-hand side, gets a block, still going. Flag out, but he's going to get into the end zone. But again, another flag on Blytheville when they score.
Yeah, and that has to be holding. And that's the 2nd time they've scored on a little jet sweep where there's unnecessary holding from the offensive line. I mean, he was gone if he was holding him or not. You're going to see on the replay, just hands it off, gets to the outside wide open.
And again, 52 is just going to get called for the hold.
66 doing some unnecessary stuff there. So Westside catches another break. So their defense needs to take advantage of this.
2nd down here on the 21-yard line. Drops back, looks pressure coming, throws it off his back foot. That'll be caught and immediately dropped.
What a great play from number 11, Clark Wobble. Read the play perfectly. Got there a little late on the hit, but as well, got the tackle. Can't complain.
3rd down and short coming up for the Chickasaw offense here. Got to think Westside's looking for a stop here.
This is a big third down for the Westside Warriors if they can push them back, make it a more 4th and long, get your offense on the field. You have a chance.
So we have 3rd and 3 for Blytheville. They're going to hand it off around the right side. Has all the blocks in the world. He's around the right-hand side. Tries to keep going. And he has enough for the first down, but he's still on his feet. And he'll be dropped down just shy of the end zone. It'll be a 1st and goal for the Chickasaw offense.
And the run game has been great for Blytheville. You're just going to watch as he follow his blockers. And he just fights his way and gets tackled right down around the 2 to 1 yard line. Blytheville knocking on the Warriors' end zone door.
1st and goal on the 2 yard line here. Blytheville looking to go up 20-0 on this play here. Call for the snap. Hands it off right up the middle. He's going to go in untouched. Touchdown for the Chickasaws.
And that was number 24, Courtney Rogers, getting on the board once again. And they really have a 3-headed monster. You're just going to see on the replay. Takes it up the middle for a touchdown. But they have a 3-headed monster. Number 2, Tim Brown. You have number 22, Ingram Battles. And number 24, you have Courtney Rogers, who just got 6 points there.
Once again,
having those 3 running backs, you're going to win a bunch of games.
Once again, Blytheville is going to go for 2. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. So with 6:21 left to go in the 3rd quarter, Blytheville's leading at 22-0. We'll be right back after this.
At Arkansas State, we want you to go. Go where learning soars, takes flight, and rockets ahead. Go for experiences, internships, and scholarships. We want you to go. Become A-State Maine. Are you ready to go? Go.astate.edu for details.
And welcome back to Westside Warrior Field for some continuation of this conference matchup between the Blytheville Chickasaws and the Westside Warriors. Hello, everybody. If you're just tuning in, I'm Tristan Harlan here with my broadcast partner, Cooper Melder. Blytheville running away with it early, 22-0 with 6:21 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Cooper, what has been going on for the offense of the Blytheville Chickasaws?
Well, Blytheville, they've really strayed away from their passing game, as it really hasn't been working out as they would want it to. So they've kept the ball on the ground where they've had all this success.
Going to be returnable there, and he's around the right-hand side before he gets brought down just past the 30. So once again, here comes the Westside offense. As there is an injured Westside Warrior on the field. Hopefully he's okay. But here comes the Westside Warrior offense. So far, they've had points of success where they were able to drive down the field, and either they turn the ball over or they get stopped on 4th down. So, Cooper, in your honest opinion, should they keep up the same status quo, or do you expect to see some new plays coming out on this drive?
I think they should go back in the little wishbone offense they've had most success in, and you got to start passing it more. You're down 22-0. You've stayed in the game, but now you're kind of falling behind. Your defense is getting tired. Their offense is ramping up. So you need to get points on the board quickly before it gets out of hand.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. They're going to hand it up the middle, and that's barely going to get anything, if all, there. 2nd down coming up for this offense.
Gavin Metz trying to get the offense going, just couldn't. He got met at the line and was lucky to even get a yard.
So a 2nd and 8. It looks like he did gain 2 on that one. The 35-yard line, West Side, they've been able to ground and pound slowly but surely. You know, like I said earlier, slow progression is still progression for this offense at this point in the game. They're going to hand it off once again, and this time your blocks aren't going to open up, and there's not going to be anywhere to run on that play for West Side.
And a quick 2 plays of getting barely any yards brings up a 3rd and 8. And now you're thinking, if you don't get it here on this 3rd and 8, you almost have to go for it. You're down 22. You can't afford to go down 30.
3rd and 8 from the 35-yard line coming up for the Warriors. Excited to see what they do with this amount of distance to the first down marker. Call for the snap. They're going to fake the handoff, and they're going to drop back and throw it, but that one is nowhere near the intended target. 4th down coming up for the Westside Warriors.
And number 19, Colton Carter, the quarterback, wanted to air it out there. Just didn't have the time, didn't have the blocks for his receivers to get out and open into the route. And it's good to see Colton Carter back on the field as he took a big hit before halftime.
Yeah, he did take a big hit, on the play that could have been the saving grace for the Warriors. They were able to get the pass very deep to the field. Quarterback was able to take a hit, like you mentioned. It ended up being dropped by a hair. But regardless of that, it will be 4th and 8. It looks like Westside's going to punt it back to the Chickasaws.
Westside, their defense has played good all night, so I respect the call from Coach Engel, but your defense is going to need to get another interception, maybe a fumble. Just can't let them score again.
That was a decent punt there, as it'll be returnable, and it was caught. But before he really got anywhere, he was brought down. So once again, here comes the Blytheville offense. So far, they've scored on just about every single drive they've had going for them, which has made it 22-0. When they score, they usually go for the 2-point conversion, which they've gotten. But, Cooper, looking at this now, same thing. Status quo, something new. What do you see from Coach Vision here?
Run the football. I mean, they got the ball to start the second half. They wasted about 4 to 5 minutes on the clock. And a team that wants to score quickly, whereas Westside, they want to be spending 5 minutes out on offense, only took up a minute and a half.
First in from the 42-yard line, has time to throw the deep ball. There it is, and that's going to be intercepted by the Westside Warriors. He's going to break around to the right-hand side. He's still going before he's stripped down by the cleats. So we talked about the turnover. That's what I was going to say. They brought the turnover backs up. And, that interception, as you're going to see on the replay here, they had the beautiful pass that we were talking about pregame, but this time Westside was able to drop back into coverage and get it there.
My favorite part about this interception, that's number 19, Colton Carter, the starting quarterback on the offense for the Westside Warriors. So, throwing the touchdown pass as well as getting his own ball back, you have to have some momentum.
Who says quarterbacks can't do it all around here?
I know.
That's that Southern boy toughness. But here we go. 1st and 10 for the Westside Warriors from the 36-yard line after the interception. They're going to hand it off around the right side. Has room to run. He's still going past the 50 before he is knocked out at about the 45-yard line.
Gavin Metz, number 20, with a great run. And that's going to be a Denver's Refrigeration first down for the Westside Warriors.
First down here after the big run for Westside. Again, they're moving the ball down the field. Waiting the snap here. And they're going to hand it off around the right side. It still has room to run. He tries to spin away from one, but he'll be brought down after gaining possibly 4 or 5 on the run there.
Gavin Metz getting the ball once again after a big run from him. You're going to see on the replay, just going to take it to the outside, go up the hole, and gain about 3 yards there. So now the Warriors are on past the 50-yard line. They have a big chance here to get some points on the board.
2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line. 3:50 left to go in the third quarter play. They're going to hand it off. Westside again. Inching closer and closer and closer like a good old-fashioned game of tug-of-war. They're slowly getting something going here.
I mean, you have to be wondering what Coach Engel is drawing up on this third down. He got lucky. They got that interception, got the ball back. Now it's 3rd and 5. Do you try to pass it again, or do you go with your bread and butter and run the football?
Looking at this defense here, I wouldn't be surprised. We go 3rd and 4. They're going to hand it off. has room to run around the right-hand side.
It's going to bring up 4th and short. That was number 13, Hunter Drummond's on the carry. And something I've noticed just watching this Westside Warriors offense, when they get the ball in the backfield, it feels like the Warriors running backs aren't having time to get up to speed while following their blockers, because their blockers are taking such a long time to get to where they're needed to go to.
And you're not wrong there. 4th and 2 from the 39 again. This is a crucial part for this offense. They're going to hand it off. We're on the right side. He's still on his feet.
He's going to be
I
close.
think they stopped him short. And a flag does come out late.
Now this, wondering where he was marked down at and what the flag is could be the change of the game here. Face mask. Wow.
Wow. So after the penalty, Cooper, that's going to bring up another Denver's refrigeration first down for the Warriors.
And that's a big-time penalty because Blytheville had him stopped. So we're going to be looking here on the replay, try to see where the face mask came in at.
I see it.
There
I see
it is,
I see
right
it.
there. Wow. I did not see that. What a call from the referee. And a bonehead play from number 14, Jatavion Wilson.
Good job, Camerobs, on picking up that face mask call. So we'll be first down after the penalty for the Westside Warriors. Again, same story, different chapter. Westside is in deep of their opponent territory after a 4th down conversion, but can they get points on the board?
There's McMillan. So, Tristan, I think this is the first time all night the Westside Warriors offense has entered the red zone.
Well, and you bring up a good point there, because I want to go back to that initial drive where they lost the fumble. You take away that fumble, and that stands as a big pickup. You see it. You see Westside in the red zone again. But now that they're in the red zone, as you're calling it for the first time tonight, it's going to be interesting to see if maybe they go with a quick little slant and try to get to the end zone.
Yes.
So we go 2nd and 5 from the 17-yard line. Westside going to call for the snap. Hands it to the running back. He's still going before he gets dropped down by a Blytheville defender, bringing up a 3rd down for the Westside Warriors.
Just a hard run there from Metz. You're going to see it on the replay. Now the defensive end almost got to the quarterback before he got the handoff off, but brings up 3rd and short, and you're in 4-down territory right here.
You're not wrong. 3rd and 1 here on the 13-yard line. Westside trying to get the first down, trying to get the crowd back into it. And they're going to roll out, and he's going to throw it. Oh, and he couldn't get the pass caught.
There's a flag in the backfield.
Possible. I didn't see what happened, so I'm not going to make a judgment call there. I'm going to watch the replay and try to see if I can't figure out what happened here.
They called it. It was holding on the offense.
Okay, never mind.
And you hate to see. Now, that is a questionable call. It's 3rd and short. Instead of just getting the first down, you roll out and pass it. I know you're trying to catch them off guard, but with the holding call, you're now backed up 10. So instead of it being 4th and 1, it's now 3rd and 11.
Well, there's a signature catchphrase that we use to describe something like that, but for sake of time, we're not going to say it right now. We're going to save it just in case something else happens later in the game. But here we go after the penalty. 3rd and 11 from still questionable calls here. Not questionable calls, but questionable plays here. This is going to be 3rd and long. Westside going to fake the handoff, and Blytheville's going to get in the backfield and sack him. 4th down coming up for the Warriors. And that's what we were talking about, Cooper. Mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. It's not a prediction, but it's merely factual, because when Westside has been able to get deep in opponent territory, either a flag, a turnover, or a big-time sack like that has occurred, which has drained all the momentum out of the offensive side of the ball.
Hear me out. All right?
I'm listening.
If I'm Coach Engel,
okay,
3rd and long, your passing game, your blocking on passes have been not the greatest. punt the ball, do a little pooch punt, and pin them deep on their own 1 and hope your defense can come up big and possibly get a safety. They're not going to do that, but it's an idea.
Well, Cooper, we're going to take a little bit of a break here. Blytheville is leading at 22-0. We'll be right back after this.
Bono Family Pharmacy is more than just your pharmacy. We are your neighbors. We shop at the same stores and attend the same sporting events as you. Locally owned and operated, at Bono Family Pharmacy, you're more than just another customer. You're our neighbor, and we are dedicated to keeping you and our community healthy. Bono Family Pharmacy on the Highway 63 bypass in Bono.
And we were back here in Westside Warrior Stadium, where 4th and 18. Westside trying to get their first points on the board of tonight's ball game. Hello, everybody. If you missed all the action up to this point, again, I want to remind you who we are. I'm Tristan Harlan here with my broadcast partner, Cooper Melder. This has not been your typical Westside Warrior football game.
No, it's not been. The past couple games we've seen running clock to start the second half. It's just been blowout. But Westside is going toe-to-toe with the top foe in the conference. So, big 4th and 18. They should honestly already have a first down, but a penalty holding call and then a sack gets them at 4th and 18 when they were at 3rd and 1.
4th and 18 awaiting the snap. They're going to hand it off again. And again. It's like your shampoo cycle. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Blytheville stops Westside on 4th and long. So they're going to take over here. But Cooper, while we wait after this replay, I want you to give us kind of an update on how we got to where we are now. As you're just going to see just a busted play on that 4th down call. But Cooper, you looking at the scoreboard 22-0. How did we get to this point so far?
Well, Westside opened the game with the opening kickoff, and they had a drive going. But the drive was ended quickly after number 45, Clay McMillan, got the ball stripped from him. Right after that, Blytheville went downfield, scored 8, got another stop, scored again, and then Blytheville got the ball to start the second half and went downfield, made the score 22-0.
Here we go, first down. They're going to hand it off to the receiver on the jet sweep around the right side and did get a little good hit there to bring up a second down. But Cooper, looking back at it, and I know people are probably watching this game, either they just tuned in or they haven't been watching the full time, and they're thinking, 22-0, that's all Blytheville. What do you mean go toe for toe? You can't let the score dictate what this game means.
No, the score's not telling you the story. Westside has 2 to 3 turnovers this game. They have been playing great. It's just the offense has made mistakes when they were in scoring position that has caused them to have a big fat goose egg.
Second down, the play was blown dead. I believe a timeout was called before the snap. But Cooper, you mentioned, and like we were talking about, story of the game. 22-0 doesn't dictate what's really going on so far in this ball game. You talked about, okay, so we're actually going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the story of the game. 22-0 Blytheville. We'll be right back after this.
Klein Environmental is a full-service environmental consulting, engineering, and contracting firm. Klein Environmental serves local government and private sector interests in the Mid-South and the Midwest. At Klein Environmental, our team includes 3 FAA Part 107 drone pilots, 2 engineers, 5 expert operators, and over 15 years experience of problem solving for our clients. Engineers, contractors, problem solvers. Klein Environmental.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
And welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter here in Westside Football Stadium, where they're trailing the Blytheville Chickasaws 22-0 in this conference matchup. Blytheville has the ball. They're going to hand it off here. Has room to run before he's brought down by the Westside defense. But Cooper, before we took the quarter end break, I was talking about the story of the game. You brought up turnovers. Has there been any more that has led to the story of this 1 versus 8 matchup?
I mean, coming into the game, experts were predicting blowout. Blytheville's going to run away with it. But, turnovers and the Westside Warriors defense being able to get stops when's needed. And we see another quarterback change. That's number 27, Marcus Jefferson, back on the field. He was the starting quarterback to start the game today.
3rd and 5 from the 44. They're going to hand it off once again up the middle. He's going to have room to run, but he was stopped before he got across the first down marker. So a 4th down is coming up for Blytheville. Cooper, you kind of hit the hammer on the head of the nail when you talked about after this replay, as you're just going to see it. They handed it off up the middle, and Westside, they were able to close in before they were able to punch it across that first down marker. But you talked about Westside, their struggles in the red zone after they get a heap of momentum in Blytheville. It seems like if you've seen any point of this ball game, they've been able to do what they wanted on offense, even though Westside did bring out a new offensive package earlier on in this game. So here we go, 4th and 1. They're going to roll out. Westside trying to get a stop, and
they do. Wow, that's a big-time stop. Westside staying in the game, whereas Blytheville, they're keeping Westside in the game. You're just going to see the quarterback. He's just going to get met in the backfield, has nowhere to go. But Blytheville, they've had all the chances to get the knockout punch, but they haven't yet. I know you're down 3 scores, but anything can happen. We've seen Westside get 2 interceptions so far on the first play after they turned the ball over. So a score and a couple turnovers, we have ourselves a game.
And regardless, it's still a 3-score ball game. So you got to think, 22-0, can Westside get a big play here to get the chain moving? And that's going to be a pull to play, and the ball's out.
Wow, the defensive end, Blytheville. There's no call, and they're saying it was Westside ball. I mean, Westside did get the ball.
And you see number 8 there. He's visibly upset. We're going to watch this replay here. Just a blown play.
Oh, wow. Stole it from him. Wow.
So after the fumble recovered by the offense, it is 2nd and 15 on the 49-yard line.
And that's just blown play from your offensive line. You cannot get pushed that far back.
Oh, they got him to jump.
Now they're going to get their 5 yards they really lost back. And if you're number 19, starting QB Colton Carter, you're hoping your O-line doesn't let that happen again.
Well, Cooper, you're going to see it here on the replay. They just jumped. I mean, it's like that Van Halen song. Jump, doop, doop. And they jumped off sides. But that brings me back to earlier in the game, Westside was able to get them to jump off sides again. Now, granted, they didn't do anything after the penalty, but they were still able to get Blytheville to jump the count, as they're going to hand it off here up the left-hand side, and that play is only going to gain a handful before he's brought down for a 3rd down coming up for the Warriors.
And Westside, we've seen them not have success with the passing game. They've had open players, but since they've got them to jump off sides once, I would go back with the pass with their defense not trying to really jump the snap count. So maybe we see Colton Carter air the ball back out.
3rd and 8 awaiting the Westside Warrior offense from the 44-yard line of the Chickasaw. 9:29 left to go in the 4th quarter of play. Westside desperately needs to go into here. And it's going to be a trips right formation for Westside, and the timeout's called.
Westside's going to call the timeout there. I do not know why. I guess the play clock was going down.
Well, regardless of that, it's 22-0, 9:18 left to go in the ball game. We're going to step away with the timeout. We'll be right back after this.
Klein Environmental is a full-service environmental consulting, engineering, and contracting firm. Klein Environmental serves local government and private sector interests in the Mid-South and the Midwest. At Klein Environmental, our team includes 3 FAA Part 107 drone pilots, 2 engineers, 5 expert operators, and over 15 years experience of problem solving for our clients. Engineers, contractors, problem solvers. Klein Environmental.
And welcome back to Westside Warrior football, where it's 3rd and 8. Westside came out in a different look, but Bobby Engel did call a timeout there. So, Cooper, are you expecting that Trips Right to come back out here?
I mean, you hinted it out there. You called a timeout. So now they're expecting it. You know, they don't know what you're going to do with the Trips Right, so might as well go back out in it. And they're going to be in shotgun? What?
The evolution of football is witnessing in front of our eyes here, ladies and gentlemen. Shotgun formation on 3rd and 8. We're going to call for the snap. High snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Wow.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about that, but you're just going to see the quarterback keeps it. They try to do an option play from the outside. I mean, if you're going to do that, I know you're trying to get them with a different formation, maybe trick them out. But if you're going to do that, go under center where you're more comfortable and do the option. Because now you're having to punt, and you lost more yards being in shotgun.
Well, if you go back and watch that play, the snap was high itself. So, regardless of that, it's 4th and 12 from the 48. Westside will elect the punt here back to the Chickasaw offense.
No.
And it's going to be a bad snap. And Blytheville is going to get the ball back deep in Westside territory.
And Westside just giving the game away to Blytheville. You know, they haven't played a perfect game. They played a good game, and that's the biggest mistake they've had all night. You're going to see on the replay just trouble with the snap, couldn't get it, and it was just a bad way for this Westside Warriors offense to go out.
8:29 left to go in the final quarter of play. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Blytheville possibly just going to knee it down here or run the ball. They're going to run the ball up the middle.
He's just going to keep on pushing. Wow.
Again, grown man football.
And that's number 0, Chris Hatcher, on the carry. Playing both sides of the ball tonight. Seen him out at the linebacker position making plays, and now he's making plays as a running back.
So we'll be 2nd and 8 here for the Chickasaw on the 28-yard line. Clock is not running. Now it is. It's 8:23 left to go in the ball game.
Seems like Westside's trying to get a little extra time, try to help them win this game.
I think they need to add 2 more quarters for that one. But regardless, 2nd and 8 on the 28-yard line. The Chickasaws are just going to hand it off once again. He's going to break away from the right-hand side.
Going to be a short gain there. That was number 15, Keandre Newman, bringing up a 3rd and short. And Blytheville, they're just going to let this clock slowly chip away.
You'll see there on the replay, just, again, another handoff to kill clock. 3rd down coming up for this offense.
Bringing up 3rd and short. Westside, they could get a stop here. They will have to score quick. You get a stop here, it's a whole new ball game.
And he's going to keep it himself before he's wrapped up.
Now you got to stop him on 4th down. Get your offense back out there, and you're going to have to pass it. You're going to have to go back in that shotgun formation. Not run the option, but pass it.
You will see on the replay there, just great pursuit by the Westside defense. And you got to think, if you're down on the field for Westside, it's going to be pretty hard to stop him here with as loud as the band is being for Blytheville.
Yeah, Blytheville, they have came in here tonight, brought a great crowd. Their band is going crazy. But, you know, they're up 22-0.
And it is Breast Cancer Awareness Night as well. He's going to roll out, and that's going to be bobbled and dropped.
And Blytheville had a wide open man there. He couldn't catch it, and he had a chance on the tip drill, but the hit officially made it incomplete. You're going to see quarterback rolled out, almost got tipped, bobbles up, hit, incomplete.
Wow. Great analysis there, Cooper.
Thank you.
What great camera work as well.
Westside, they have another chance. Blytheville, they haven't been able to get that knockout punch. It's going to distance right now. You can get a quick score here. Like I was saying, anything's possible this game because Westside's defense has looked the best they've ever have all year.
We'll be 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line for the Warriors after the turnover on downs. Again, back in that trip's right. Going to go back under center here. Going to pop it out, throw it quick, and that's that was a discombobulated play from the get-go. You're going to see here on the replay, it's just going to be a quick snap, quick throw, a bobble, and then almost caught by the other receiver.
And just Westside, they need to clean them hands off because they look like they have a bunch of butter on them tonight.
Second now coming up for the Westside Warriors. 6:29 left to go in the ball game. Down 22-0. Excited to see what they do here. And they're just going to hand it off, and that play's not going to go anywhere. Third down coming up for the Warriors offense.
That's number 63, Nate King for Blytheville, getting the big tackle in the backfield. And look at him. The defender with a little time, waving at him, saying, "Hi, how you doing? We up 22-0."
Will be 3rd and 12 here for the Westside Warrior offense. Can they get that one play they need? Desperate times calls for desperate measures, ladies and gentlemen. And they're going to call a quick little pass, and that's going to just be behind the receiver. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And a flag at the end of the play. Saw them go with a tight and quick. This could be a big, if this is against Blytheville, this has to be a 15-yarder, as it was after the play.
Waiting the referee signal here.
But if it's against Westside, they're backed even more deep into their own territory.
It will be unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. I do believe that would be offsetting. So regardless, it'll be 4th and 12 here for the Westside Warriors.
I mean, I would honestly go with a fake punt. This play, you have nothing to lose. You have Gavin Dotson back there to punt.
Oh wow. Again, another bad snap, and this time Blytheville will get
touchdown, Blytheville.
And Blytheville will get a touchdown on the well, we're going to call it the punt return, but in reality it was a bobbled snap, fumbled snap, touchdown for Blytheville. So now it's 28-0. 5:40 left. You're going to see it here on the replay. Just a high snap. A terrible snap. And Blytheville, they're just going to push the punter out of the way, recover it for 6 points.
Yeah, trouble with the snap. The ball was free, and he would end up scoring on that play.
We're going to wait the 2-point conversion here from Blytheville.
And honestly, Westside came in there and knocked their own selves out of the fight.
And number 7 from Blytheville did get a little turnover chain on the sideline. And they're going to punch it in, the 2-point conversion, so that'll be good. Blytheville goes up 30-0 with 5:40 left to go in the ball game. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
And welcome back to Westside Warrior football against Blytheville. The Blytheville Chickasaws here in Blytheville currently leading it 30-0. Hello, everybody. If you missed the entirety of today's game and you're wondering who am I listening to call this fantastic game, I'm Tristan Harlan here with my broadcast partner, Cooper Milder. And this game has slowly but surely gotten out of reach.
Yeah, and Westside, they have beaten themselves tonight. They've had too many mistakes in their own territory, which has kept them from winning this game. You're looking at it, it looks like it's a blowout, but Westside was in the game the entire time. They have just beat themselves tonight.
He'll be around the right-hand side. He has room to go, and a flag will come
That's
out.
horse collar. Saw it from here. That'll be 15 yards at the end of the play, but like I was saying, Westside, yeah, they're down 30-0. It looks like a blowout. But if you watch this entirety of the game, you know Westside was in it until the very end.
Well, you brought up a good point. Westside was in it to the very end of the point. And you're going to see on the replay here just a good little return. Unfortunately, the horse collar was blatantly obvious. Well, you talked about Westside beating themselves. And on back-to-back possessions, 4th down, bad snaps on punts. And last time, unfortunately for Westside, it led to a touchdown for Blytheville.
Yeah, you're in it. It's 14-0. They go downfield and score right to start the second half. You're like, okay, you're down 22-0, and you've had multiple chances to score, but you get called with a holding. You get your quarterback sacked. Just mistakes can beat you.
They're going to hand it off once again. He's trying to get something going, but he'll be stopped before he gains the lot. Second down coming up for Westside.
And for the Westside Warriors, you really have to look at this game as a positive. You came into this game playing the top team in conference. Everyone was saying, it was going to be mercy rolled by halftime, this, and that, and you were in it until the end. You clean up those mistakes, it might be a 14-22 ball game right now.
2nd and 7 from the 50. They're going to hand it off once again, trying to get something going, and another flag comes out.
Looked like at the end of the play could be a late hit, maybe a hold. I'm going to wait the call here. Referee's signaling personal foul against Blytheville, so a 15-yard penalty. And honestly, that's just a stupid penalty. You're up 30 in the 4th quarter with about 5 minutes left. No need for that.
Well, after the penalty, it will be a 1st and 10. It will be a Denver's Refrigeration first down for the Warriors after the play. And Westside, they're trying to get on the ball. They're trying to catch Blytheville. They're trying to catch Blytheville off the rocker. Drops back, looks for the pass, throws it, and a flag should have come out. That was the most obvious pass interference that I've seen in a long, long time.
That's going to be called on number 8, Fabius Dowd. And, the rule is once he touches the ball, you can touch him. But he just plowed out, shoved him to the ground. So they're going to get called on that every time. You're going to see here, boom, shoved down. Another 15-yard penalty. So, Westside, the game's over, but you can possibly finally get some points back up on the board, and it'll make the game not look as bad as the score may say.
And the biggest positive to take away from Westside so far is the fact of the matter is this. They're going to hand it off here, and he's just going to be wrapped up in the backfield, nowhere to go there on the play. But the biggest takeaway on the positive side of things for the Westside Warriors is you got to look at it this way. You've got 2, maybe 3 teams ahead of you in conference that are in the same boat as you.
Yeah.
No wins, bunch of losses, and who knows? Maybe after this week it'll be different. But all I know is this, is if Westside gets on fire, where they have a lot of momentum on their side, they're going to be able to not be 8th, but not being number 1, they're going to be able to sneak to that middle of the pack of the conference, which is a big plus that we've seen in the past couple of years for the Westside Warriors.
Can move up in the conference area, it's going to be a good little run there. Another flag at the end of the play, But if you can move up in conference, you can get back into the playoffs, which was missed for the first time last year in a while.
You'll see on the replay here, just a bunch of dirty football. And this is the thing that I love about high school. In conference games like this, when it's a big rivalry, when you get closer to the end of the ball games, that's when you see a lot of the sloppier plays in football. Mm-hmm. Because both teams are kind of wore out, and they both hate each other, and they're ready for the game to end. So that's going to be a halfback pitch. He's going to juke left, makes contact with the defensive player, and he'll be knocked out of bounds, and it'll bring up a second down for the Westside Warriors.
Gavin Metz is still fighting. You're going to see it on this replay. He's trying to do anything and everything he can to try to get that ball into the end zone. Just trying. He's had a game.
Christian, will be 3rd and 5 from the 10-yard line with 3 minutes left. And that's going to be a dead play. So 4th down coming up for the Westside Warriors.
And if Westside, you have to think if they don't score here, this might be their last chance at getting any points.
And ladies and gentlemen, we did want to remind you, if you did want to go back and see some of the positives for both of these teams, this game will be available on demand Saturday night, 6 p.m. on Tubetown, and then Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on ASU TV.
Watch this Saturday night at 6 after A-State gets a win this Saturday.
4th and 4. They're going to hand it off. He has room to run.
First down.
Are they going to give it to him?
They should. Oh, that's going to be close.
There is a flag in the backfield.
Holding on the off. No.
You hate to see that.
You want. Westside had the first down. They were gonna score. You're gonna see it on the replay. Just takes it up the middle, and the flag comes in late in the backfield. So close.
Here we go. 4th down from the 19-yard line now. They're gonna hand it off, and the ball will fall out.
And that's the story of the game for the Westside's offense. Getting in scoring position and penalties taking you away from you.
After the penalty and after the almost fumble loss, it will be a turnover on downs for the Westside offense. So now Blytheville's going to take back over. 2:17 left to go in the ball game. You're going to see it here on the replay. He's going to get the handoff, fine as dandy, and then he's just going to trip. There was a problem with the handoff. That was my mistake. I thought as the replay.
He hit him right in the legs. You got to get it up and put them right in their gut. You got to hit them in the gut where they have the little bread basket going.
This will be 1st and 10 here. They're just going to step up in the pocket. He's going to look to throw it, and he's going to keep it himself before he's forced out of bounds. 2 minutes left to go in the final quarter of play. And, real quick, while we do have a dead period in the game, I do want to thank our fantabulous crew for all their hard work on tonight's broadcast.
Yes, they have done a tremendous job tonight. The camera ops, the replay, audio,
especially
producer,
our great engineers.
Easton John,
the producer man,
and Mr. Sullivan, Clayton Holderfield, Jacob Keene.
They're all doing fantabulous.
And everybody
you guys.
else whose name I didn't mention.
Thank you guys so much for all the help you helped us with on tonight's broadcast. So we'll be 3rd down here.
Yeah, Blytheville's just running the clock out. Blytheville's looking to go ahead 2-0 in conference, whereas your Westside Warriors, you're watching for them. They're 0-2, but if you rewatch this game, it's one of those going to make you sick to your stomach seeing how close you came to actually being able to be in this game and winning it.
So that will be a short little run there just to keep the clock going. Brings up a 4th down for the Blytheville Chickasaws.
Blytheville just going to go for it like they have all night.
I will say there is a lack of punters in high school football, it seems like.
You know, I'm okay with that. I like seeing teams go for it, get down and dirty, go for it. It's like you're playing a video game. You never punt.
4th and 2 from the 29. Blytheville looking to get a first down to really put the capital letter on their victory tonight. He's going to evade to the right-hand side. He's still going. Breaks away from a tackle. Breaks away from another. Looking like prime Reggie Bush wearing number 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds. First down for the Blytheville Chickasaws.
What a hard-earned run from number 25, Dorian Carson, the junior for Blytheville. You're going to see here on the replay, he's going to take the handoff. I'm going to go to the outside, make one guy miss, make two guys miss, make another guy miss, and then finally on the 4th guy, they got him taken down. 15 is going to take it off, and he's going to get met at the line. He may have gotten one there. Carrying the ball was number 15, Keandre Newman.
And that'll do it. Last play of the game as the Blytheville Chickasaws will take this rivalry game as they edge another chapter in this historic rivalry as your final score in tonight's game, 30-0. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back for a post-game breakdown right here on Tubetown and ASU TV.
Meet the gig family. Blaze is hardcore with a controller. Tara works remotely, Zooming by day and online shopping at night. Trey never misses the big game. And Gigi loves to stream but hates to wait. They're all living the gig life. No lagging, buffering, or waiting thanks to Ritter Communications' 1 gig internet. You too can be like the gigs, connected to what matters the most for your family with fast, fiber-rich internet from Ritter Communications, right by you.
ASU TV, covering all your favorite sports. From Red Wolf Roundtable to Westside Football and more, ASU TV has you covered. Tune in now to ASU TV for news and coverage on these sports and more.
Hello and welcome back to our post-game breakdown of tonight's action where Blytheville soundly defeated the Westside Warriors by a score of 30-0. What a great conference game this was for both teams where Westside looked promising, but they ended up defeating themselves late in the game.
You are correct, Tristan. You know, Westside came in the game. They were underdogs, but they fought until the very end. But like you're saying, they beat themselves. Every time they had a chance in the red zone, they would have a penalty, bring them back 10 yards. You saw it at the end of the game. They were going to get points on the board. They got it to their own 3-yard line, but a 10-yard holding penalty drug them back, and bad snaps on punts really lost them the game, even when the defense played really well.
Yeah, Cooper, and you were talking about the story of the game is where Westside truly, and I mean truly, just defeated themselves, and it wasn't lack of desperation on either side of the ball. They just didn't get outplayed by any means, but they couldn't capitalize when it mattered most.
Yeah, just Westside can come back, look at this game, and find a lot of positives out of it. You lost 30-0, but the score doesn't tell the actual story. You go back and watch this game, Westside, they had fight in their heart, and this will carry on for the rest of the season.
Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, we do want to thank every member of our crew who made tonight's broadcast possible. As you're seeing in the truck, Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Perkins, Mr. Easton John, and our great replay operator for tonight's broadcast. It was a fantastic showing as the Blytheville Chickasaws defeated the Westside Warriors by a score of 30-0. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for tuning in with us tonight. And for one final time, we say goodbye and have a great A-State weekend.